Hey, welcome back. Last episode, we have gained independence from our liege. The focus for this video would be to continue expanding. So I'm going to help my wife to press her claim. So we need to declare war against the petty kingdom of Mercia. She holds the county that my wife has claimed on. So this basically means that after I win the war, my wife will get her county and she will become my vassal. The enemy has a pretty sizable army, so we have to try to take them out first. Otherwise, when they are once they gather all together, they will have a greater force than me. Even though it's still winnable, but it will become a much tougher fight. So it's easier to just take your enemy apart when you can. And if you can, you want to try to keep breaking their army apart. So if their army doesn't have enough troops, they won't even be able to siege your counties. So you can see me keep on trading away the prisoners, because you want to always make sure that you have enough money in your bank. You don't want it to be in the negative when you're fighting a war, especially. We are about done with this war, so now we can enforce our demand, and my wife gets her county, and she is also my vessel now. Although it's nice that being a guardian, you can make sure that your children have good traits, but you gotta be careful with all the stress that it can cause you, because every decision that you make can really increase your stress by quite a bit. And if you have 2 or 3 wards, then it really adds up. As you can see, my realm is surrounded by many pagans. And to fight against pagans, you can declare holy war on them. And in order to declare holy war, you need to have piety saved up. And one of the quickest way to build up piety is to go on pilgrimage. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. Um, since I only have 171 piety currently, and I would need quite a bit, because every time when you declare a holy war on Dachi, you will spend 80 piety, and I believe kingdom is a lot more. I mean, but well, even though for kingdom you really don't use it all that much, because you can only get to do it one time per character's lifetime. So I'm gonna go on pilgrimage. It's going to cost me $175 because I want to go for Jerusalem. Um, well, the further you go, I believe it's more rewarding. So that's where I'm going. building up parity is also another good way for you to make some quick money, a very decent quick money. Basically, for us, we can ask for money from the head of faith, which is basically the Pope. Each time when you ask for the money, it costs you 250 piety. It actually costs quite a bit, so that's why it's very essential that um, if you whenever you can go on pilgrimage, try to squeeze out the money and go on it as soon as possible. And I usually like to choose the options that can help me increase even more piety. I mean, because that's the whole point that we go on this type of trip anyway. And now, even though I'm still away, I think I'm ready to declare war against East Anglia. As you are about to see, so you can get 875 piety from this trip, and I believe it's because I chose the furthest place to go to, like the Jerusalem. So that's why you get this much piety. Um, and if every time when you ask for cash from the head of faith, which I said that it costs around 200, yeah, it costs 250 piety, and each time it can grant you anywhere between $100 to as much as I have seen so far is about $300. So that's definitely a very nice trade off. Because you only spend $175 for going on to this trip. And I don't know the exact timeline. Once you ask for money one time um, from the head of faith, it only takes maybe a few more years until you can ask for the money again. So it doesn't you don't really need to wait that long. So and if the Pope die, I believe that timer just reset anyway. So you actually get to ask for money uh, many times in your lifetime. The only problem that you will be facing is how much piety you have, because like I said, every time it costs you 250. So it's very likely that you're just not going to have enough piety to ask for the money anyway. You see, just like I said before, so most options that you're going to have when you are making decision for your war, they are going to increase your stress. So um, you try not to have too many of them. Really choose the kid that you wanna educate. Don't just educate every single kid that you have. Better option would be just to give it to somebody that you know have good trait. And I think for computer, I don't really see much effect on them. Maybe I need to look into it more carefully, but actually I don't even know if you can look at the stress level for other character. This war is really progressing well. I'm almost done sieging everything here, and I haven't really met much resistance yet. From what we saw before, I don't think he has that many troops to reinforce anyway. Here you can see he just sent 750 troops over, so that's really nothing. We have 2,500. It's going to be a piece of cake. See how many times we see these options. in such a short time, and which is causing us the tremendous amount of stress. Luckily, I think my character is very good, so it always has a way uh, to be able to decrease the stress right away, and that's how I have been able to manage my stress pretty well. Most wars I've fought so far with this character has been pretty easy. I think that's because my character has strong focus on martial. Having focus on martial can really help your troops because it has a lot of good bonuses on your troops quality. I'm close to winning this war. I think I just need to finish off his army, so I'm going to chase him all the way back home. I'm probably just gonna, yeah, take ships over. This will be a lot faster. Okay, this war is won. Let's enforce demand and take his counties. So I think in order for me to create a kingdom title, Kingdom of England, I would need 21 counties. So I believe there's still some way to go, but I'm getting close. I'm going to tidy up my domain for a little bit, and then I will continue my conquest up north. This is going to be my next target. I like it how they actually own a couple counties under this duchy, and because that actually saves us a lot of time because you only need to declare one war and you can get multiple counties at once. So my wife is pregnant again, and uh, at this time it was actually causing me a lot of problems because my realm is going to be further divided, assuming she's going to have another son. In the future, I think I will be managing my wife's opinion. Um, I will have keep her around maybe 50, 60, so we don't have that many children together. Even though I don't know if that's going to work, but I think it's worth a try. Looks like I got a peasant uprising on my hand, so I think it's gonna they're gonna start rebelling very soon. Here it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna fight them. So, like I mentioned in the previous episode, I actually like this quite a bit because I you can always get almost always get a character that pretty decent, at least in the martial. And since you get to raise your levy anywhere under your realm, so it's really not a problem. Right, so my son is of age. I gotta make sure that he has somebody that he can marry to, someone good. He's intelligent, so I'm going to start with searching for genius. If I can find genius, I will definitely just marry him to someone with genius gene, because their kids are likely to be all intelligent or genius. So 35 is a little too old, so I'm going to find someone with perhaps strong. At this time, I didn't know there was another trait that's better than strong. Basically, another trait called Herculean. That one is even better than strong. So eventually, I realized that then I would be looking for that one instead. And now, since I found one with intelligent, I think I'm gonna settle with this one, even though she's a couple years younger. But since he's still 16 only, so I don't think he's in any rush to have kids yet. Since I'm still playing the first generation, I'm not going to be looking for too many alliance yet. I think I'm just gonna be fighting all the war myself. I'm not really going to count on anybody else. So I'm gonna focus on making my gene pool stronger. Here I get another son. Even though it's gonna further divide my realm, I mean, but he's still a pretty decent character. He's at least quick. I think all my sons are either intelligent or quick, so I got pretty lucky here. So I think I'm going to be declaring war against Gerald Huggy, but I have to finish off my peasant revolt first. As you can see that a lot of time, if you fight the correct army, you can pretty much just capture the leader straight away. Then you automatically finish off the peasant revolt. Again, you can see this character has very good martial value, and he has decent prowess too. So you can just pretty much get this character for free. It's a lot better than looking for knight. But if you're only focusing on the prowess, then looking for knight would still be a safer bet, because it would usually give you someone with very good prowess. It's going to give you 3 characters, and the first one usually is um, a character with really high prowess. So I have recruited him. Then I'm going to also force him to be my knight. Yeah, he's definitely going to be one of the better ones too. So yeah, I'm going to force him to be my knight. Then I think I'm ready to hit Gerald Helge. So yeah, here I'm going to declare war on Dachi. So we have done this quite a few times. So like before, we're just gonna declare, raise our levy close to where we want to hit, and then go from there. And yeah, just siege the land and take out whatever army that are nearby, and that's pretty much it. Actually, this war finished faster than I expected. But I mean, it's always a good thing to be able to end your war early. And you can see I'm way over my limit of domain. Um, I think I'm going to hold it for now because I really don't know how many kids I'm going to have. And yeah, it's going to be, my realm is going to be super divided. At this, because when I was playing at this up to this point, I really had no clue how to keep my realm together. So I was still kind of searching for answer, and even now I'm still not 100% clear. But then I did have some ran into some videos on YouTube, and they were offering suggestions that I feel like could pretty much broke the game. So I don't think I'm going to follow those advices, but I'm just gonna see how I'm going to manage. Even if I mean, my next ruler have a much weaker starting point. I think I'm just gonna play on and see. So I just declared war against Gerald Foggy of Northumbria. I think when I was looking at his army size, he has only around 600 troops. So you want to make sure that you always hit them at their lowest. So I don't want to wait anymore. I just want to make sure that I can get him while he's this weak. Because after a couple months, his levy is going to reinforce, and it won't be as easy. Timing really is everything, especially in this game. Since we really outnumber his army, this is going to be a very easy fight, and it should be pretty quick too. Well, we are waiting for this war to progress. So a couple of things about having a domain that are much higher than um, your limit is that you're going to have a lot of peasants revolt on your hand, and also your vessel is going to be really hating you because you're holding too much duchy. I mean, too much titles. I believe each title above the limit is -10. So you can see that if I check my vessel's opinion right now, I'm pretty sure nobody is really gonna like me right now. And this is totally okay if you don't have any strong vessel. Um, so under my first generation, under this character, it should be fine because I'm not really giving out any title to anybody, so no one is strong. At least all my vessels are actually pretty weak, since pretty much everything under my round it belongs to me. So in this case, that no one would really start a faction against me, except for what I had mentioned before. The only faction that going to be pretty much held against me is going to be the peasant uprising. This war should be done after I finishing sieging this county. Um, yeah. Okay, so I'm at 97%. Just a few more ticks, I should get there. Okay. So at 100%, I'm gonna enforce my demand, and yep. So right now I'm sitting at 17 counties. I just need, I think 4 more. Let me see who else I can hit. While I was looking for my next target, I started looking into my domains, and that's where when I started giving out county to my son. Now I look back, it wasn't really a good choice because I had no idea who was going to become my heir. Even though right now I do have an heir, supposedly heir, but uh, I mean, I guess that's part of the game because you never know how long you're gonna be living. So you would try to make the best decision um, as you see fit. I guess you will be seeing how it all plays out. But so my intention was to start giving out counties that I don't really care for, to the sons that like currently are not the heirs. Um, but yeah, at the end, it doesn't really come out the way I want it to be. But it all kind of stemmed from the fact that I didn't really understand exactly how the partitioning works. So yeah, so that's why the decision wasn't um, made properly. So I basically tested out by giving out one county here. You're gonna see that I'm just gonna choose a county that to give up at the current moment, and I really thought this was going to be my heir, so I picked one that is actually one of the better ones. I did pick the county that doesn't really affect too much to my current character, because I was thinking I still have much to do with this character right now. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I can see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, please consider to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.